This is how you create 2D animations in Blender. Delete the cube, add a circle, scale it, now tab into edit mode and press F. Now it's good. And now I'll just append a grass model for our particle system. Now we have the model and select the scene. Go to particles properties and add the particle system here, advanced. In the render, turn it to object and select your grass model. And now increase the scale and scale randomness. This brings realism to our scene. So now I'll just set my camera. When this is done, I'll just add a force field and its name is wind. Now I'll move it and rotate it at 90 degrees for a camera. And you can go into the physics properties and increase the strength and flow value and noise amount. When that's done, add a simple keyframe to our strength and go into the graph editor. When we're in graph editor, just we just have to select a force field, and now in its summary we can see a strength. So in the go into modifiers and add a noise modifier. Increase the strength and scale, and that gives just a bit of windy scene to us. And now when all the values are set, I'll just switch back to timeline. So now go to world properties in the color, select environment texture and open an HDRI. You can download these from any website such as Polyhaven. Now I'm going to append my own model and yes, set this up in the scene. Now I'll just select these and just remove the mask. Now I'll just rotate and set this up in my camera scene, and this is time for some 2D shading. Okay, now just select the parent object of particle system and go to shading. I deleted its all textures and added a principal BSDF. Now add a shader to RGB and a color ramp. Now if we just change these values, we can see these shadows, but now we'll just switch it from linear to constant, and now you can see that we have 2D like shadow. If you add some more nodes and turn these to white and give your own colors to them like dark green, we can see some shadows, and just mix up these values as you like. Now it's some lighter shade and some more lighter shade. Well, that's how we work with 2D shading in EEVEE, and grass is done. We are now selecting a model and add the same node setup to this. Actually, I'll just copy it from the grass, and yeah, our shirt is also grass. Now we can just change our colors as we like. I'll just change these to grayish or black and darker and darker. And now this looks cool. If you can just set up your own values if you like, but for me this looks very good. Now when values are set, I'll do the same things for that pant. Delete these, add the same node setup, and for the hood also. We are now going to invert our values because we cannot see them from the backside, and that's what we want. Adding these node setups, and now just do the same setup for, I guess, the human. I'm also gray in the scene, so I'll just change it to a brownish shade and lighter. Now I'll just set up the world strength, and now just do the camera animation. After this, we can finally render our animation. And this renders so fast because we are in EV. Rendering only takes around 1.5 seconds to render a frame, and this is a final result.